Hello students, today we are discussing about lab programs, first lab program of microcontroller and embedded system of 4th semester CSE, code is 18CSL48, okay. So we are using Key Microvision 4 for this part A programs, okay. So first we have to select project, new microvision project, okay, and we have to save this file. We have to save in desktop. There we have to create one folder, create new folder, we will name it as program 1, okay. In that we are creating the our new project, that is PRG1. Since we are writing in the assembly level project, so we are saving as prg1.asm, okay. So after that we have to select the target. Our target is NXP founded by Philips, okay. You have to double click. Then we have to select the controller LPC2148. Select LPC2148, okay. This is the controller. So description of this LPC2148 controller will be there. So okay. Since we are writing the programs in assembly level language, we don't need to add any project files. This option will be no for software programs and yes for your hardware programs, okay. So what have we saved? We have saved in desktop, program 1 folder in that prg1.asm. So this is our file name, okay. So your first program is write a program to multiply two 16-bit binary numbers, okay. We have to multiply two 16-bit binary numbers. So to always, whenever we want to multiply two numbers, what we do, we'll take one general algorithm, right? So first what we have to do, we have to get the first number and we have to store in, okay. So here what we'll do, we'll get one number and we'll store in one register, okay. Then second step will be, we have to get the, since we are multiplying two numbers, we need two numbers. So second number will be stored in the another register, and third register will be for multiplying of this result will be stored, okay. After multiplying two 16-bit numbers, we have to store the result in another register. So this is our general algorithm. So we'll see the program and then we'll see the execution of this program. So first program is to multiply two 16-bit numbers, okay. So always the program start with area assembler directive, okay, area and some name for this, for the program code, then read only. So what is area? Area is an assembler directive where it shows the area of the storage of this program. So the storage area name is dis, this or anything you can give, and this is of the type code, which is of only read only, okay. You can write either code or data. You can write read only or read write. So we are using only code and read only, okay. So next assembler directive is entry. So it shows that this is the entry is the where the program starts its first execution, okay. So next we are using loader r0 comma value 1. So we are using loader r1 comma value 2. So this value 1 value 2 are the two labels where we'll store the value for the registers to be loaded in the R0 register and R1 register, okay. So LDR R0 comma R1, what it tells, it will tell that load the data present in value 1 to register register R0. Okay. So same way your LDR R1 comma value 2 will tell that load the data present in value 2 to register R1. Okay. So after taking two values, next is we have to multiply them, right? So we are using umul here, which is unsigned multiply long, because whenever we multiply two 16-bit numbers, we get 32-bit numbers. So we can store that each 16-bit will be stored in two registers. So we are using unsigned multiply long, okay, which is R4 comma R3 comma R1 R0. Okay. So what does it tell? It will tell that multiply registers R0 and R1, and it will be stored in the registers R3 and R4. Okay. We get 32 bits numbers. So those 32 bits will be split into two 16-bit and they will be stored in R3 and R4 registers. Okay. So next is stop, B stop. This is optional. Whenever we use this loop, we have to give this unconditional loop will be stopped. Okay. Then since we have assigned two labels, value 1 and value 2, so we will give the values for that. So value 1, they are of type DCD. DCD means 32 bits. Okay. It is a defined constant double. Okay. If we give DCW, we can store only half words, that is 16 bits. Here we are using DCD assembler directive. Okay. It is defined constant double which will store 32 bits. Okay. It is an assembler directive which can allocate one or more word. So DCD ampersand. So we are giving a 16-bit number. Then same way we will store a value for value 2, which is same way we are using the two binary digits. Okay. Two 16-bit binary digits. So after that end. So end is the label which tells that it is an assembly directive. It tells this is the end of the program. Okay. So this is how your first program, that is program to multiply two 16-bit binary numbers. So we are taking R0, R1, two registers, each of 16 bits, and they will be stored in R3 and R4. Okay. Here values we are assigning DCD is their assembler directives of 32 bits. So we have taken two long 16 bits binary numbers. We will multiply and that will be stored in your registers R3 and R4. Okay. This hope you understood. R0 and R1 will be multiplied and they will be okay. It will be stored in your R3 and R4. R4. What value will be stored? It will be stored with R1. So these two registers will be multiplied and they will be stored in R3 and R4. So we have seen. So after that we have to add the source group. Add files to source group once the program is written. So program 1, what you have to select here, since we are writing in assembly language, so we have to select the ASM source file. Okay, so we have already saved. We have to add and we have to close. Okay, once we have added this, we can check the target has been created. So after that we have to build the target. Okay, end you have to end is an assembler directive, so here you cannot give, you should give here. Okay, if it was a label you can give there. Okay, save the program, then build the program. Umul, sorry, umul is double L. So right, so we'll save, that was the error, and we have to build the program. Okay. Where unexpected here. Sorry, only 1 minute. So we'll build the target. Yes, 0 errors and 0 warning. After that, we have to select debug. So it will come running with code size limit 32 because this is not the licensed. Okay, these are used for only institution purpose. Keil Microvision software, so it can have only 32-bit. Okay, so okay, like this. Once the program has no errors, we get like this. This is your register window. Okay, this is your output window. This is the assembly window. This is the instruction window, and this is your memory window. Okay, so we can see all these windows. So we can do step by step execution, or once for all you can execute. So we'll see here, this window will be for the system. Since we have written in the assembly level language program, this is the assembly window. It will convert into its understandable, okay, language. So here we can see the output. In register window we can see the output. So we can go by step. See, first step, what we are doing, we are loading the value 1 to R0. So R0 will have 0. This is an hexadecimal value, right? 16-bit numbers. So 11111. This is a 16-bit binary number. So next step, it will in R1 will store the another value, that is value 2. Okay. Next step, in step 3, what it will do, it will multiply R0 and R1 and it will store in R3 and R4. If you multiply and see, you can see when you multiply these two, you will get this. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When you multiply two binary bit numbers, you will get this answer. So R3 and R4 is the output for this. And this will be, if you multiply and see, you can see this will be the value stored in the register R3 and R4. So this is the output for the first program. You can see the output in the register window, right? So you can complete the execution. So it will stop. It will go on multiplying. So it will stop. If you complete the execution, you can stop. So this is the output. So R3 and R4 is the register. You can see the output there. So this is the lab program 1. You can see we have taken two binary bit 16-bit binary numbers. Okay, 11111. We have multiplied and we have stored in R3 and R4. So this is the register window where we can see the output. Thank you. You can, after that, you can give start or stop execution.